Hello Pokermarket community, this is OroJaNjivu, and you may wonder what this is about. Well, it's all about, um, let's get it up here in front of us. It's all about this tournament, the Millionaire Grand Final, with 1 million guaranteed to the winner and 30k to the runner-up. And I happen to be playing it, or I'm qualified, whatever you may call it. So I want to sell some shares. But since I'm quite unknown to most of you, pretty much everybody I guess, I decided to make this video and to introduce myself and also to say a couple of things about the tournament as well. So if you have played the Zoom games in the past, then there's a huge chance that you have encountered me. I've played some of the past 3 years, some 50 no limit, and I moved up to 100 and currently working on moving up to 200. So most of my volume are just cash games. I'm a cash game specialist, if I may call myself that. But I'm not entirely new to MTT world as well. This is my PokerStars shark scope and a couple of words explaining like how the graph came to exist and how it took this shape. Well, in the beginning we are talking here about the year 2008, even 2009. It was just when I was getting in touch with poker. I had some ups and downs, but I basically had no idea what I was doing. Then I was like micro staking around, playing some hyper heads up, sit and goes, whatnot, but never really like for any serious amounts, mostly very low buy-ins. And meanwhile I started playing cash and became better, and this was this became my main discipline. However, due to some bankroll issues, I had to look for a game that would give me a decent hourly, but a low variance. And there was a brief period in my time when I came back to tournaments, but these were actually sit and goes when I played heads up sit and goes for a living. Returned back to cash games, and then by just like an accident or chance, or I felt like enrolling for the Sunday Storm at a certain point. I think it was, it says here it was like July 2016, and I managed to final table it, so that gave me kind of the taste, the thrill, the whatever its name is, the magic that everybody could do it. So what I did the next three months, most of my volume went into MTTs. So I played some on stars, and this part here you can see back in my blog. So over that period I won like 5.5k on stars. Then I played a very small volume on 888 under the nickname Kabunsi for 2.5k profit, roughly estimated. And on the French Winamax side I also won like 9k over a very smallish sample. And however, I decided to return to cash games and try and improve my game there. I was kind of tired of MTTs after my first like weekish, break-evenish negative month. I wasn't used to these stretches. But this is nothing of a stretch, of course, for you guys, but you get the point. I just wanted to go back to cash games, and I still play MTTs occasionally, but it's far from my main discipline, and I'm far from a specialist. But I'm also far from a fish or a noob. I do know a little bit about it. So this would be like my short introduction. And 3 days ago I woke up. I wrote about it in my blog, where I'm currently doing a win rate challenge on 100 Zoom, but on poker goals and challenges in 2+2. I wrote about it like I woke up to a nice surprise this morning, and yeah, that was pretty much it. I didn't really have any idea of the impact, and this is what the picture when I enlarged it, what I had posted. I had won 1,000 bucks out of nothing, um, and a ticket to this tournament we're now talking about. So as how did this come into existence? Well, as you know, PokerStars is allowing you or asking you to fulfill challenges every day, and when you play Zoom, whatever challenge they give you, yeah, you can pick up a couple of bucks here, a couple of bucks there. Usually they're not huge EV to play, but yeah, no, I really never expected to get this lucky, and I never really looked into it. I just automatically enroll for these, and so 3 days ago I woke up and I had won this ticket. But again, I had no idea about the impact until like this guy, Clanty, like a nice surprise. Holy shit, man, that's like a fucking incredible surprise. One time. So I looked more into it, and yeah, it says Billionaire Grand Final, but I didn't really, I hadn't seen that there were just only 18 entries at the point where when I joined. So, and the tournament should be played in 7 days and 9 hours. So the very next day, there were like 3 extra entries with 6 days 5 hours to go. And now I come to the part where I want to estimate, when I want to tell you how I estimated the numbers which you are now using to buy shares. I'm also posting in this Pokermarket.com forum, which is like the Serbian / ex-Yugoslavian equivalent for the 2+2, and I'm very active there, not as active on 2+2. I've started selling there already, so I said like that's the tournament ID 24 April, and expected number of participants was 42. How I came to this number I will tell you in just a second, but the tournament EV, so the prize money shared over 42 participants, we get this number, which is like what is it, 24.5k or $245 per percent for those who are buying. So 42, I figured that there is a limited number of qualifiers remaining until the final day, until this tournament kicks off. And just like here, when there were 18 entries, there were 3 tickets issued for the main tournament, and the very next day. So we went from 18 to just a second. We went to 21. So with 7 tournaments or 7 qualifiers remaining, I expect another 21 players to be added to this player pool, and so I came up with a total number of 42 entries. Now you may, oh, just a second, yeah, have I? So I have started selling, with the intention to sell 50% in shares of 1% and 0.5%, using the this markup, 0.979, so or $240 for every 1% or 120 for every half of a percent. And just 1 second, I have to look up. I should scroll to the top. I've already sold 12.5%, so I have to sell 30. I want to sell 37.5% more, or whatever is left by the time I post this video and post the actual offer. So why should you buy? You may wonder. There's a couple of things I would like to say about that. The first thing is, oops, Control R, not Control F. The first thing is that I expect this field of players to be very soft. As you can see, most of us, or pretty much everyone, has gotten here by just an idiotically crazy chance and not that much by skill. So it's as random as you can get it. And a guy with my background, if there's any edge to be gained, I think I will have it. However, something that doesn't really favors us is the structure. It starts with 100 big blinds each, but the antes are out there already from the first level, and it goes quite quickly. It's going to take shape of a hyper turbo, and that explains the lowish markup, along with the fact that I'm really eager to sell the percentage that I intend to sell. So nevertheless, I will even though I'm not really a specialist when it comes to these hyper turbo structures, I have friends that play these or used to play these for a living, so I will put in a little bit of work in the upcoming days, and I will also look up every player, since it's such a small field, and gather every information I can get that may be useful. So every edge that we can get and out of this I will try and obtain, and that's why your investment should be very much a plus EV investment. So if you want to be part of it, just buy my shares. I think that would be it. Thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, you can, or if you want to look into something, have whatever it is that bothers you, that keeps you from buying my shares, you can just ask me or contact me via Skype. I will leave my Skype address in the description to this video. So once again, thanks for watching. This is OroJaNjivu, and wish me good luck. Bye bye.